Go Fest Global is getting closer and closer, but recently they've announced even more details that are making it a little bit more confusing, and on top of that, there's more details coming. This video is going to simplify everything for you guys on a calendar format so you know everything that's going on the right day so that you're not confused. This is your Global Go Fest tour guide with Go With Us. Shh. Let's open up our calendar, and this is pretty much going to be taken from the beginning of July. As you can see in July, on the same day, there are two events we need to consider before Go Fest even happens, but they take place pretty much on the same day. First and foremost, we have to talk about the 10th year anniversary celebration event. This is huge because it's going to be 4 times XP as well as 4 times Stardust for 2 days, which is pretty much running from the Saturday until the Monday night. On the same day, from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, is going to be Sobble Community Day, and that's going to be featuring quarter egg hatch distance. So the great thing about these two events is that they are going to be overlapping. So for Sobble Community Day, you are going to have 4 times catch XP as well as 4 times catch Stardust on top of the quarter egg hatch distance. That is huge. Both of these events are going to be covered in completely separate videos, otherwise this video is going to be far too long. Look out for those in the coming days. Sunday goes by with the birthday celebration event, but then on Monday we have the big announcement, which is going to be the Road to Legends event, which is pretty much a build-up of Go Fest Global. To be honest, this event is looking incredible. Let's get straight into the bonuses. Guys, there's going to be no remote raid limit pass from Monday the 6th all the way until Sunday the 12th. That includes Global Go Fest as well, which is incredible. Trainers level 31 and up are guaranteed an XL candy when trading Pokemon. We can receive special stickers from spinning Pokestops and opening gifts. Party Power Meter is going to charge even faster, so we can do double the amount of damage in raids, but even faster. And the big bonus, which I think is massive because it does include Go Fest Global, is going to be Premier Balls are going to have more effectiveness when catching legendary Pokemon from raids. This saves us so much time because we're not going to be spending 8 minutes throwing 10 excellent throws at a Cobalion just to not catch it. The last bonus that will be active but only from Monday to Friday is that we can get up to 2 free raid passes per day from spinning gym discs. We also know that a Road to Legends Go Pass will be going live on Sunday at midnight, so pretty much at Monday morning, running through the entirety of the week until the end of Go Fest. If you only progress through the free track, these are going to be the rewards. Encounters with Pikachu wearing a team hat. We're going to be awarded a lot of candy that are tied to certain specific legendary Pokemon that can be encountered during this week. We can get a Go Fest T avatar item. We can get link charges, incubators, incense, a lucky trinket, which is going to be their main reward at level 100, and also there's going to be a bonus where you can increase your link charge cap to 2,000 until Pokemon Global Go Fest. Now, if you did buy the deluxe version of this Go Pass, you are also going to get a team leader pose. You will get a guaranteed Mewtwo with a special background encounter at rank 100. You're going to get Candy XL, 2 times Hatch Stardust, 2 times Hatch Candy, an additional 5,000 XP for completing raids, an additional 3 candy for completing 5-star raids, an additional 1 Candy XL for completing 5-star raids or higher, as well as half egg hatch distance. But of course, the big win of this Deluxe Go Pass is going to be a gold bottle cap. This is the second time we've seen this since last year's Go Fest. A gold bottle cap can take any Pokemon in your game and make it a hundo through special training. Now is the time for a little disclaimer. Daily discoveries and their bonuses will not be active during this whole week. Remember that for now. We also have featured eggs going down this week, including into Go Fest Global. In 2-kilometer eggs, we can see Weedle, Pidgey, Abra, Ghastly, Pinsir, Aerodactyl, Mareep, Larvitar, Trico, Torchic, Mudkip, Roltz, Bagon, Beldum, Gibble, Riolu, Snover, Audino, and Larvesta. That's a really good 2-kilometer egg pool. In 5-kilometer eggs, we can see Bulbasaur with the Pikachu visor, Charmander with the Pikachu visor, Squirtle with the Pikachu visor, Heracross, Mime Jr., and Larvesta. In 10-kilometer eggs, we can see Tropius, Axew, Bouffalant, Larvesta, Goomy, Jangmo-O, Toxel, and Frigibax. Before we move into the raids this week, we need to talk about special backgrounds. There will be new special backgrounds for Go Fest Global, including this week. It looks like there might be a total of 2. We're going to have special backgrounds for all the 5-star raid bosses, but during Go Fest Global, it looks like there's going to be an interactive new special background specifically for Mewtwo, and once we've Mega Evolved Mewtwo, that background will take on a new visual effect once Mewtwo has been Mega Evolved. This part is probably the most overwhelming of this video, but I'm going to make it very simple for you. Long story short, there is going to be legendary Pokemon, Ultra Beats, and other very powerful Pokemon spawning throughout each day of this event leading up into Go Fest Global. So let's kick off on Monday the 6th. It looks like every single legendary Pokemon that has been available in Pokemon Go will be made available on this Monday. It's pretty much a Monday madness, but there are certain Pokemon that will be spawning in regions only. So just to remind you, all of the Kanto legendaries, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, all of the Johto legendaries, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Lugia, Ho-Oh, all of the Hoenn legendaries, Regirock, Regice, Registeel, Latias, Latios, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Deoxys in the normal form, attack form, and defense form. All of those Pokemon will be spawning on Monday and can be encountered globally, but the following Pokemon are going to be regional. The Sinnoh Lake Trio specifically, Uxie is going to be spawning in the Asia Pacific region only, Mesprit will be spawning in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and India only, and Azelf will be spawning in the Americas and Greenland. Then the rest of the Sinnoh legendaries will be spawning globally on this Monday. Dialga, Palkia, as well as Origin Form Palkia and Origin Form Dialga. Heatran, Regigigas, Giratina Altered, Giratina Origin, Cresselia, Darkrai. Globally, you can also encounter Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, Tornadus Incarnate, Tornadus Therian, Thundurus Incarnate, Thundurus Therian, Reshiram, Zekrom, Landorus Incarnate, Landorus Therian, Kyurem, Genesect in the Burn, Chill, Douse, and Shock Drive. We can see Xerneas and Yveltal, all the Tapus, Solgaleo, Lunala. Then we have regional spawns again. So for the Ultra Beasts, Buzzwole can only be found in the Americas and Greenland. Pheromosa is Europe, Middle East, Africa, and India. Xurkitree will be in Asia Pacific only. Celesteela will be in Southern Hemisphere. Kartana will be in Northern Hemisphere. Stakataka will be Eastern Hemisphere. Blacephalon will be Western Hemisphere, and Nihilego, Guzzlord, and Necrozma will have no region lock. They will all spawn globally. We can see Zacian and Zamazenta in their Hero of Many Battles form, Regieleki, Regidrago, and of course Enamorate in its Incarnate and Therian form. Every single day, including this Monday, we'll have a raid hour from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. But on Monday, it's going to be 6 to 8 o'clock because of how many raid bosses there are. On top of that, there's going to be a mega raid hour featuring a mega Pokemon every single day, also from 7 to 8. But on this Monday, it's going to overlap because that original 5-star raid hour is going to last 2 hours. So the mega is going to be taking place from 7 to 8, and that is going to be featuring Mega Salamence on the Monday. But from Tuesday onwards, it gets a lot easier. And 5-star raid bosses for the entire day, we can see Zekrom, White Kyurem, and Dawn Wings Necrozma, and they will be coming with their energy. Then there's going to be a featured raid hour on Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time featuring those Pokemon as well. And then from 7 to 8 p.m. that night, Mega Tyranitar will have its own Mega Raid Hour. Moving on to Wednesday, which is going to be July 8th, Reshiram, Black Kyurem, as well as Dusk Mane Necrozma will be spawning for the entire day, including a raid hour from 6 to 7 p.m. local time featuring those Pokemon only. Then the Mega Raid Hour that day from 7 to 8 is going to be featuring Mega Gardevoir. On Thursday the 9th, only the crowned forms of Zacian and Zamazenta will be spawning the entire day, including its own raid hour from 6 to 7. The Mega Raid Hour on that day is going to be Mega Gengar from 7 to 8. And then on the last day, which is going to be on Friday the 10th, Origin Form Palkia and Origin Form Dialga will be spawning the entire day with their own raid hours from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. And then a big one and a huge way to end the week, there's going to be a Primal Raid Hour featuring Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. local time, and that will be coming with Primal Energy as well. That's how it's broken up very simply, but there are some massive features that take this event to the next level. First and foremost, all Kyurem caught from this week may have a chance to have the move Glaciate. Glaciate is the move you need on Kyurem to fuse into Black Kyurem or White Kyurem, and once the fusion takes place, that move will then become Ice Burn on White Kyurem, and it's going to become Free Shock on Black Kyurem. The other thing is, Origin Dialga and Origin Palkia also have their featured moves, which isn't guaranteed, and that's going to be Spatial Rend on Origin Palkia and Roar of Time on Origin Dialga. However, they have for the very first time in Pokemon Go announced that for the entirety of this week, we are able to use an Elite Charge CM to finally place Roar of Time on Dialga or Spatial Rend on Origin Palkia. That is massive. A lot of people have hundos or shundos of this, but they don't have the featured move on it. For the very first time, we can use an Elite Charge TM to get one of these moves, and of course their adventure effects. At this point, if you're a little bit overwhelmed, I can understand, but don't worry, I have a video coming out where you don't have to overthink the Road to Legends event. I'm gonna make that very simple for you. Don't worry, I'm gonna cover everything in separate videos. But let's move on to Saturday now, which is gonna be the start of GO Fest Global, which of course takes place at 10 a.m. on Saturday, July the 11th. For the first first time in a long time, Go Fest Global is going to be completely free. So let's run through the bonuses very quickly. Lure modules activated during the event will last for 1 hour. Incense, excluding your daily incense, will attract special Pokemon. Party play is going to be active for 9 hours as opposed to 3. You're going to get an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. We will get a new special research that will be awarding the mythical Pokemon Zeraora into the game, and Zeraora is one of the best electric type attackers in Pokemon Go. A timed research will be available to all trainers, and we're going to have to pick the Mega Mewtwo X path or the Mega Mewtwo Y path. Global challenges will unlock to have bonuses during the actual Go Fest, but also for Ultra Unlock events that are going to be taking place after Go Fest. And when it comes to field research, during the different rotating habitats, which I'm going to explain now, certain field research tasks will be tied to those hours. On top of that, the following bonuses will be active from midnight to midnight on both days, the Saturday and Sunday. Trainers can get up to 9 free raid passes from spinning gym discs for a total of 18. You can make up to 6 special trades per day for a total of 12, which is remarkable. Trades are going to cost 50% less Stardust, and we can also open up to 50 gifts per day. Now, when it comes to Mega Mewtwo, please bear in mind that Mega Mewtwo X will be spawning on Saturday and Mega Mewtwo Y will be spawning on Sunday. Mewtwo, when caught from these Mega Mewtwo X's on Saturday, will know the fast move counter, and on Sunday, Mewtwo caught from Mega Mewtwo Y raids is going to know Psy Strike. Please bear in mind it is guaranteed that Mewtwo caught from one of these 2 raids will be at least at Mega Level 1, which is very important because it's going to avoid you having to spend 7,500 Mega Energy to Mega Evolve for the first time. So if you did have a hundo from previous years, get ready to grind because you're still going to need 7,500 energy to Mega Evolve that Pokemon. Another thing linked to Mega Mewtwo X and Y is going to be their potential adventure effects. We actually already have some information that for Mega Mewtwo X, it's going to be called Dynamic Punch Plus, and what it's going to do is that Mewtwo is going to do attacks with Tough Fists, which is effectively going to allow us to break 2 shields and Super Mega Raids, which is incredibly helpful, especially going forward. And then for Mega Mewtwo Y, that adventure effect is going to be called Future Sight Plus. What Future Sight Plus is going to do is that for a total of 5 minutes, on your map is going to be marked all the Pokemon that have high IVs, and it's probably going to come about in like an indicator, almost like it is for weather boosted Pokemon. I think it's going to be something similar. These adventure effects are going to be some of the best the game has ever seen, and to be honest, it's probably better than what people expected. Also bear in mind that Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y energy will be split. Now, when it comes to the wild spawns, there's something a little bit different happening. It looks like there's going to be rotating habitats, but they're going to be featuring certain types for certain hours, and just like it will be for the raids as well. But let's run through the spawns. On Saturday from 10 to 1 p.m. is going to be the Stormfire Peaks, which is going to be featuring Ice, Electric, and Fire type Pokemon, and these are going to be the raids featuring during that habitat as well. The Mega Raids are going to be Mega Ampharos, Mega Blaziken, and Mega Abomasnow, and 5-star raids we can see Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Lugia, and Ho-Oh. Then from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. is going to be the Astral Tides, which is going to be featuring Psychic, Ghost, and Water type Pokemon, and the raids during that habitat are going to be Mega Alakazam, Mega Gengar, and Mega Swampert, and the 5-star raids are going to be Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina Altered, and Origin, Xerneas, Yveltal, Solgaleo, and Lunala. Then the last wild spawn habitat on Saturday from 4 to 7 p.m. is going to be the Dragonflight Summit, which is going to be Flying Rock and Dragon type Pokemon. That's going to be featuring Mega Pidgeot, Mega Aerodactyl, and Mega Salamence. And in 5-star raids, we can see Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem. Then moving on to Sunday, the first rotational habitat will be from 10 to 1 p.m. local time, and that's going to be featuring Ground, Steel, and Normal type spawns. But the raids running alongside that are going to be Mega Metagross, Mega Garchomp, and Mega Audino. And in 5-star raids, we can see Regirock, Regice, Registeel, Origin Form Dialga and Palkia, Heatran, Regigigas, Tornadus in its Therian and Incarnate form, Thundurus in its Therian and Incarnate form, Landorus in its Therian and Incarnate form, Enamorus in its Therian and Incarnate form, and of course Regieleki and Regidrago. The next rotational habitat on Sunday is going to be from 1 to 4 p.m., which is going to be the Verdant Anomaly. That's going to be featuring Poison, Bug, and Grass type Pokemon. The raids running alongside that habitat are going to be Mega Beedrill, Mega Pinsir, and Mega Sceptile. And 5-star raids you can see Deoxys Normal, Attack form, Defense form, and speed form. You can see Genesect in its base form, Douse, Shock, Burn, and Chill drives as well. Then we can see all the Ultra Beasts, but they will only be spawning in their respective regions. We can see Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Zergatry, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, Necrozma, Stakataka, Blacephalon, and all the Tapus. Then the last rotational habitat on Sunday is going to be the Twilight Battlefield. That's going to be taking place from 4 to 7 p.m. local time, and that's going to be featuring Dark Fairy and Fighting types. In Mega Raids, we can see Mega Tyranitar, Mega Gardevoir, and Mega Lucario. And 5-star raids, you can see Latias, Latios, Cresselia, Darkrai, Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, as well as Zacian and Zamazenta in its Hero of Many Battles form. We have mentioned some of these already, but there will be new costume Pokemon featured as well. It's going to be Pikachu wearing the Team Mystic, Instinct, and Team Valor hat as well. Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle will also be featured with a Pikachu visor. And like we did say in the 10-kilometer egg hatches as well, from Incense encounters, you can encounter Tropius and Bouffalant globally. I know that's a lot of information, but on a calendar, that's everything you really need to know and simplified for you. Like we said, we're going to be doing an individual video for every single one of these events, so you guys aren't going to get lost, you're not going to be overwhelmed, but most importantly, you're not going to overthink it, because to be honest, if you take one event at a time, it becomes a lot easier, especially when it comes to the Road to Legends event. You're not sure what targets to go after, what should you prioritize, what should I spend my free raid passes on. We've got you covered, and that video will be coming within a couple of days. Guys, we've got a stacked end of month coming up. Please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button so you can follow everything that's coming up. We have a lot of content, and it's going to be extremely helpful for you guys. Love you guys. Go with us. We'll catch you in the next one, baby. Shh.